So two of the key topics currently on the table within the ministry and within Slovenia and within our research community and innovation community as well are the adoption of the new 10-year strategy for research and innovation and the adoption of the new act on research and organization. Both will steer our research community, our research policy for the next 10-year period on a long-term basis and on a short-term basis. Both bring about fundamental changes to the research landscape. One of those, perhaps the most important, is the change in the financing system of research organization. It introduces stable financing, which in our view gives additional autonomy and freedom of research to the researchers and to the researching groups working in Slovenia. These both acts are important also from a perspective of internationalization and international cooperation, be it with partners in our close proximity or international partners further abroad. And we are sure that they will deliver the goals that we have set on ourselves. The future strategic priorities are also set within our renewed strategy of smart specialization. The smart specialization strategy was adopted in Slovenia in 2014, and this renewal actually builds on that process. It will build on the strategic research and innovation partnerships which had been established during the period 2014-2020, and will actually review the priorities set within those strips and build on them further. And this will also be another basis for cooperation within the projects such as AIRING. I think the AIRING project focuses primarily on that. It tries to build on the national policies, the national practices, the national processes, and bring it into a one single process that will define at least the guidance for a common strategic objective at the Alpine policy area. Cooperation, be it in regional terms or wider, is significantly important for the ministry. The ministry usually cooperates with institutional partners. It means that the policymakers, the responsible authorities, or at national or regional level, but through bilateral cooperation with a wide variety of partners. We also cooperate directly with research institutions both within our country and also with our bilateral partners, and we try to build on that throughout our work. And it's also indispensable for our work to meet the researchers, to see the research landscapes in different regions. And this is also one of the benefits of Project AIRING, because we get the opportunity to work and meet with partners which sometimes are in close geographic proximity, but we still do not know much about, and this is something that we look forward to getting more information on also within Project AIRING. So we mostly cooperate with institutional partners in the region, so that would mean ministries responsible for either education, sport, or research at the national level. But of course, especially with larger countries, we do have direct cooperation also with institutional partners at regional level. Italy would be one example of that. Austria and Germany would be another example of that. But also, of course, we cooperate with research partners, and one of our tasks is also to facilitate cooperation between the research communities in our country and the research communities at national or regional level in other countries. So the priorities set within the strategy of smart specialization had been defined in a two-way approach. One was a top-down approach led by the Office for Development and Cohesion Policy, where some national priorities had been set at the national level between the policy actors. The other was a bottom-up approach set within the research community, the higher education community, and the business community. It had been done through the so-called process of entrepreneurial discovery. And I think everyone was involved in this process. It was a really wide process in 2014. And built on that process, the so-called SRIPs were established. And I believe that also the SRIPs being open in their nature of cooperation enable all the different actors, be it private or public, to get on board and start cooperating at any time within their lifetime. So the workshop we had at the Faculty of Public Administration of the University of Ljubljana, I think it was in the beginning of autumn, was really useful. It was an opportunity in these difficult times to get to meet the people that are working in this vibrant community in person. And even if such workshops are small in the number of participants, if they're short in the amount of time, they're very useful in order to get all the people that are acting in this area to discuss the current issues, to exchange their views, to meet one another, to perhaps establish long-lasting cooperation. So we fully support at the Ministry such workshops, and we hope to get involved in them also in the future if the circumstances will allow.